Welcome back to Subnautica. Today I'm going to be building a prawn suit. We got the blueprint last episode, so it's time to get it. So I went around to that yellowish kind of area to the left of the island, just past the jetty, the rocket island that is, and found a little hole. Just follow the shoreline around, you find this hole. It comes down here, and there are bits and pieces in here that we're going to want. Specifically, we're going to need lithium. That's definitely handy. I guess I'll just pick up anything else that's around. More lithium and yet more lithium. We're also gonna need some lead, so don't miss that out. But other than that, we're just gonna be picking up everything we can in here and heading back home with the lithium and the lead. I don't think there's anything else we're gonna need. We're gonna have to see what the drill arm needs. I haven't got it in front of me, so yeah, that's maybe a missing link. So yeah, that's just fine. Just thought I'd show you where you can collect some lithium. And of course, you're going to need at least 4 lithium, I think. I've got 3 on the base, so that means... sorry, I've got 1 on the base, so 3 lithium it is, so that's by far enough. Oh, precursor data available, bounty dropped. Fine, we'll come back to that later. Is there any more lithium around? I don't think there is. Unless it's on the roof. It could be on the roof. No? Okay, well, there's some. Say that. There's some more. Alright, so I'll cut forwards and we'll head back to the base and then hopefully build our first prawn suit, and hopefully the only prawn suit. They tend to sink, and if they're in volcanic areas, that's a bad thing because they sink straight into the lava. Just bear in mind, you don't want to build your prawn suit over any kind of destructive thing. They're going to sink to the bottom of the ocean. Now remember, it told us about that bounty before we get back to the base. If you follow it, it's this icon. You get to a landmass. Go underneath that landmass, straight down, and you hit these creatures while they're floating around, jellyfish. I've just turned the light off just in case it attracts them. Don't know exactly what it does or not. But you get underneath the landmass then, and we should be able to head up here and hopefully get to the surface for whatever this is that's been dropped for us. Let's just switch on the lights again so you can see. And it looks like a jetty right there. So it looks like we have... at least some place we can actually get out of the water. And let's head to the surface. Okay. Looks almost habitable. Let's go and see. Let's go and take a look at what it actually has to offer us. And hopefully we don't get too frozen. I really would like some way of keeping warm without running up to various flowers. But hey, I guess that's for another day perhaps. Let's go and explore up here. And see where we are. I hear the pinging of it up to my right, and probably some loot off there on the left-hand side. Yeah, looks like other bits and pieces. Do we have anything we can loot? Scanner? We can scan the shuttle, I guess. Maybe this is the guy that didn't make it up to the orbit. Yeah, we'll see. Let's pop over here. What is this pinging? Looks like a big data box. Open storage. Ion battery. Ion batteries are very good.
Uploaded to PDA.
And a first aid kit. I was hoping for kind of more, but okay, I can take that. Maybe this is just there to illustrate. And oh no, that's a creature. It looks like a cross between a polar bear and a lizard. Yeah, and there is a big door here. Why don't we head inside before we freeze to death and see what's in here? Hopefully this should be more habitable. Yep, we got some more boxes. Loot. More batteries I will always take. And do we have any kind of warmth in here, please? It's getting quite cold. Snow Fox hoverpad. I don't know what that is, but I'm happy to take that. And yeah, I'm going to keep on scanning through here, but I'll cut forwards. And around the other side, looks like what's left of the base. So we've probably got some other stuff scanning here. Snowflux fragment. 1 of 3, so we need 2 more of those, please. No. A locker? Probably. Oh, I'm surprised I don't already have the locker. I'll take the shelf. There we go. And a large room fragment. Yep, so I'm happy to take that as well. I'm going to keep scanning everything in here. And once you scan that section, you can go outside, up these stairs, around, and there's a spy pengling and a bit of a data entry on that. I think that's something we can build later. It's just a little robot. It's hidden near the ground near a rock somewhere, so be a bit careful about going in there and finding stuff. And then this whole other section, which we'll take pretty much every blueprint that we find again. Looks like we get more supplies. I would like that. Indoor grow beds, very, very handy. Also, yeah, there we go. Basically, you can plant stuff in here, and you can just run by and pick up food really quite easily. So it's very, very handy to have them. Even more handy to have the sort of round versions that will fit in any corner you like. Probably more lubricants. I've already found some of that. Power cell charger fragment. We definitely want that. We definitely want that. My current vehicle. Oh, well, we've got everything we need now for that. My current vehicle takes power cells. There are 2 in the C truck, so you can fill it up with 2 of these things. But of course, I had no way to charge it until now. That's kind of handy. Picture frame, I guess. Not too concerned about that, to be perfectly honest. Another PDA over there. Let's go and take a look at that. Anything in the locker? No, that's a shame. I really would like that. Never mind. PDA? Sample extraction update. Oh, there's my favorite poster. Oh, can we scan the can we take the poster? No. Oh, I had this in the first game. It's so cute. It's a cat. I said it was a dog in the first game. It is a cat, but whiskers and all. But yeah, it's so cute that it could be like an alien version of a cat dog. So I'm not going to identify it other than that. Nothing else in here, I wonder. Anything through here? The indoor grow bed we've already got. And can we get out of that? No, looks like we can't. Looks like that's everything in this area anyway. So follow that beacon to get lots more scanning done. So yeah, off back to the base we go. So if you remember, we picked up the ion battery in that little base that we found, and that is one of the things that's needed for the headlamp. So you can permanently have something that has light around without carrying a flashlight with you, which I haven't made anyway, but I thought we'd made that upgrade regardless. And then we just need to go and take a look at the other stuff we need. So that's that, and that should automatically equip, I would hope, headlamp, unless... Oh, I have to swap it. Yeah, I have to swap it. That's annoying. Yeah, so I have to sacrifice my rebreather if I want the headlamp. Not quite so sure. Should we keep it? Let me know in the comments if we actually really need it. But otherwise, I'll just stuff it in one of the lockers for now. We'll get more ion batteries later. You basically make them with these things, these ion cubes. So, you know, they are good upgrades for all your equipment. Just useful to make later in the game. Anyway, what does it actually take to make... let's just see. Oops, that's not the right tool. I've got it unequipped. Habitat Builder. What does it take to make that station, the power charger? Well, one, there is this Snow Fox hover pad, deployable pad, which recharges and repairs the Snow Fox hover bike. Okay, so maybe we'll have to make one of those later. Do we have any sort of stations in here? There we go. So we got the power cell charger, needs advanced wiring kit, 2 lithium, which I've only got 1 left. Fine. I guess there is 1 in the base, an advanced wiring kit. An advanced wiring kit we've made before, a plant shelf, indoor grow bed, etc. And that only takes titanium, so very much worthwhile having. A jukebox, by the way, there is a jukebox disc in that base we just visited. I didn't show it on camera, but you just pick it up, and I guess we could make a jukebox. And speakers that presumably generate it throughout the base, so yeah, there's that kind of thing. And also we can make the modification station indoors as well if we want it. So I did build an extra room down here. You can see here's the room. So we have more room to place more stuff, and yeah, things like the modification station, if I remember rightly, you end up with like a knife that has a thermal edge on it, so it's more damaging and can do all kinds of stuff. But it's probably worthwhile checking those out as well. But however, before we get to that, I think I'm going to try and get to the lead and then build at least the first iteration of our prawn suit. We're going to need some upgrades for it, so it's worthwhile getting them. And I've got a couple of plasteel there. I'll leave those on me, and let's go and get that done.
Seek fluid intake.
Yes, stop nagging. Back at the base, we've got mobile vehicle bay, and meteors coming in. Wonderful. Let's go and see if I've got everything I need for the prawn suit. Looks like I do. Prawn suit, 2 plasteel ingots, 1 power cell, 1 enamel glass, 3 lead, and off it goes. It's a cool vehicle. It just doesn't float very well, or at all. So yeah, you have to deal with that in a different way. Let's just take a look. I don't think I've got that, whatever it was called, the other vehicle. No, that's not appearing yet. We've got the ability to basically maintain it, repair it, and recharge it, but we don't have the vehicle itself. There's my prawn suit. So it's cool. It's got, the fact that I only put one power cell into it, it has 2 power cells, both of which are charged. And you can see it has 2 arms. The arms are things that we're going to be actually upgrading. Let's just take a look. Is the storage on board? That's kind of handy to keep it with it. I'm actually more looking for the upgrades area. Where, or can I actually upgrade it without being in it? Yeah, looks like it's there. Okay, so we got 2 slots for the hands, and we've got 4 upgrade slots overall. So we're going to need to go and get some upgrades. Do I have any on me? I don't think I did. Doesn't look like it. I may have one in the base. It was like the drill arm, wasn't it? And hopefully that has an icon. Yeah, it does have an icon, so I can go and find it later. Let's just go and see and look if I have that drill upgrade. Because we're going to want a few things. Well, it may be I didn't have the drill upgrade. Maybe it's just the jump jet upgrade. It's going to be in here somewhere. Not you. Yeah, there we go. So jump jet upgrade. That's one thing. That's fine. And we don't have anything else, so I may as well actually just go and fit that. Head back, and then we'll get in and see how... Well, let's get in before I upgrade it, and let's see what it's like afterwards. So, in we get.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yes, thank you. So, I can turn as normal, and you can see I have sort of like a mech, if you like, more than anything else. And this is how far I can jump. And you can see at the bottom right of the screen there is a gauge. Okay, that gauge... it really is like a mech. That gauge shows you how far my jump jets will actually go. You see how much fuel I've got. Okay, now if I just get out for a second, and if I just go and upgrade our jump jets, they should be a lot better at that. Yep, let's equip that. And let's get back in. Okay, let's try that now. Yep. So we're going to be able to jump from the seabed onto places really quite easily with the jump jet upgrade. So I'd definitely recommend that as you go forwards. Okay, so inside our base, I've put the indoor grow bed in here and lots more lockers that we're going to be using for basically lots more storage. This is going to be the new entrance to the base. I'm going to put basically a hatch on that wall, I think, and move it around from in here, and we'll have our aquarium in the back. Eventually, we won't need the aquarium as much. We'll be able to grow plants and hopefully fruit, and we'll be able to get water by another means, but at least I've got... and yeah, those things, they grow faster than anything else. They just duplicate faster than I can actually eat them. So yeah, don't worry about food as far as that's concerned. But water, well, you need these other things, and yeah, they're going to need to begin a little time. So we do want another water source. That is like a desalination plant, but we don't have it yet, so we have to cope with what we can get. And was that fish just flying through my base? Yes, it was. Never mind. Anyway, modification station. So we have everything we need for that. I'm just going to put it in an alcove here somewhere, I think, for the moment. Yep, that will do. And let's see if we can actually build anything that this allows. But there's our modification station. And as I said, survival knife upgrades, also air tank upgrades. So there's ultra high capacity tank, but we don't have any idea how to build it yet. Survival knife, we can make a thermoblade with... it basically cooks and sterilizes small organisms for immediate consumption without the need to go back to your base. So if you need food, then that's pretty cool. So let's just get our upgraded thermoblade, and that's that done. There you can see it's ready to cook. Should we go and demonstrate that with a little bit of friend? Let's just have a little lunch, shall we? Come on. I need to slash one of them. Cooked Arctic peeper. There we go. And I get another one. Yep. So we can just head out, and we've got cooked food. So yeah, that should do. And does give us a little bit of water as well. So if you ever need water, you can just consume a lot of it. As long as it's fresh, you can consume that. And there's no harm to actually consume more food than you can actually cope with. And that's that done. So next up is probably the power cell charger. And I'm going to need some more lithium for that, I think. I think I'm out of it. Let's take a quick look. No lithium in there. No lithium in there. And, ooh, actually, no, I do have 2 lithium. Is that enough for the power cell charger? Power cell charger. I need, yeah, I need advanced wiring kit. What should that need? Lithium. Wiring kit. Advanced wiring kit. No, it just needs a computer chip, which is fine. I just need some copper wire. And I think I have some copper, or even some copper wire, but we can already obviously make that. So, basic materials, no electronics, copper wire. Okay, computer chip. And that means just a wiring kit, which is just some silver ore. Well, the commenters did say, by the way, there are mods for this game. It requires a bit of finagling to get them to actually install. You have to install them in a certain order. But one of them is, for instance, it takes all your materials from all the lockers in your base and lets you construct them directly from your fabricator rather than having to fetch them from lockers. So that's kind of handy, but I'm not sure whether I want to install mods. Another thing that I've been sort of wondering whether it's going to happen soon is apparently the story is going to change soon, and when that happens, you're not going to be able to use your existing saves. You're going to have to start a new save just because of how different it is, apparently. That is apparently imminent on the experimental branch on Steam, but not necessarily on the main branch. So I thought I'd do some more episodes, and if we have to restart, we have to restart. We can obviously skim through those. But for now, where was I? Oh yes, power cell charger. So is that everything I need? It is. So I'm going to move that in towards our... Well, let's put it around here. For now... I think I already have some dead power cells in my inventory, or I already have them in a locker somewhere. Do I have any power cells? No, must have put them in a locker. Let's go and take a look. Not in there. Not in there. Maybe I used them. I must have used them to make the prawn suit. Yeah, that's what it is. Can we just take the ones out of our sea truck, or do we actually need to replace them with anything? Can I remove these? Power cell? Yep, looks like I can. That sea truck's dead now, but no problem. That will be alive again soon. And we're just gonna get, yeah, thank you. And now I should be able to charge them. Yeah, there they go. Okay, it's going to take power from the base, but that's no problem. And then we can obviously move the battery charger in here as well. So maybe we just deconstruct that. Deconstruct. There we go. And get our battery cell charger maybe somewhere nearby. Maybe put it over the top of this. That seems pretty good. And I think I have... How much power does each of my pieces of equipment need? 97, 17%. Well, we need to change that one. Let's change that to 100. That's 83%. Well, let's just change it anyway. It'd be rude not to. And my repair tool, definitely, because that keeps getting used every time something takes a bite out of my sea truck. So, that's the battery cell charger there. And let's just put our batteries in on board to recharge. And we're probably going to get some more stuff into our lockers. Now, from here, what I want to do, there is another module I can now make. I picked up a blueprint down when I was in the Twisted Bridges for the storage module for the sea truck. So if you ever want to go anywhere and bring a lot of stuff with you, you can make the storage upgrade. I'm just going to see what it actually costs. I may not need it right now, so it's worthwhile at least seeing what I'd need to build it, however. It's probably going to be over here, so let's just go and take a look. And pop on board. So modules, sea truck storage upgrade, need plasteel, wiring kit, and lead. Not terribly hard to make. I don't need it just yet, but if we do actually need it later, I assume there's going to be some kind of very large submarine equivalent to the first game at some point. But if not, then at least we'll have the ability to extend a sea truck. And it may well be that we'll end up with 2 sea trucks. One that's just basic configured like this. It's just basically for exploration. It's got all the depth upgrades. And the other one is probably more than likely a mobile base. So you'll have like an Itron Mark V from EVE Online, stretching into the distance with lots of storage and fabrication on board. So pretty handy to have. Another bit of an interesting find, off on the purple vents area, left of the rocket island. If you go left again, it drops off down into the ocean, and you go back on yourself underneath the purple vents area, and there's this little... You just get through this sort of area, you'll see these sort of twisted rope-like things, and you'll find this particular cave. So in here, I thought it'd just be interesting. Looks like there is tanks in here. I'm not sure if there's anything in them or if we're going to be able to scan them. But hey, it looks like an entrance to a cave system, so I will be happy to take the gold or whatever else we get out of the Calvarite. And let's go and see if there's anything interesting in here. Is that something we can scan? I want to be careful of that sea monkey. The other thing that is, or was for me, in a nest just outside this area was the exosuit thermal upgrade, which is at least one of the two pieces I need. So useful to have them. And let's go for a bit of an explore into this cave system. It is sort of close to my crush depth, so I'm being a little bit... well, it's really close to my crush depth. So I kind of have to be careful. I may have to take an excursion. Yeah, I'm going to have to take an excursion somewhere else with my... with my little sea glide. So let's head in here and see if we can find anything. Hopefully there isn't going to be...
I told you not to follow me, Altera. Now, you got a problem.
Where are you? Why are you hiding?
You know how many lawsuits are out on me?
How could I? You haven't even told me your name.
That name comes with a price. You really want to know? Come see me. The code on the door is 2247.
Okay, so a little bit of a base in here that we need to find the door for, but I haven't yet found the door. It's going to be around here somewhere, you'd hope. And is that a Moonpool? That is a Moonpool. Oh, good. That's one thing we need. Yep, so we can make our own Moonpool. However, I would like to go and get in here if I can find a door. Well, the Moonpool does generally have an underneath. Yep, and we should be able to get out there. Let's go and take a look. Whoops. Okay, so nice area for us to explore. Not far away from my prawn suit. My customized prawn suit. Okay, from my sea truck, I was going to say. Marguerite's prawn suit. So presumably the person we're going to meet is called Marguerite. But we will scan everything she has, just in case she's not friendly. And it is pretty old base. I'm saying there's probably toxic mold in here. I'm just saying. What was it? 2247. And open. Hi.
Name's Marguerite Maeda. Now, you owe me.
You trained a stalker? How long have you been here?
Too long.
That alien tablet you had. I need it.
You mean this thing? What do I care what you need?
What do you care about?
Lady, I want off this jumped up puddle of a planet.
If I help you, will you give me the tablet?
If you help me, I won't kill you.
Oh,
It's a start.
nice, I guess.
You can stay here to catch your breath. The moment you're ready, get off my sea base.
Okay, could you possibly stop chewing on the expensive, irreplaceable alien tablet, though? Just to be clear, that's probably... Ooh, Sea Truck Perimeter Defense Upgrade. You don't mind me taking that, do you? Yeah, that would certainly help with the things that keep taking a bite out of my my Sea Truck every time that I go through that purple vents area. So that's fine. And anything else in here we can maybe just... That brings me back to the first game. Those things, grabbed your Sea Glide, not Sea Glide, the Sea Moth, and, well, just took you all over the place, and, yeah, it was not a good time. Do we have anything else in here we can scan? Ooh. Ooh. Now, is there anything in here we can actually... shower. Ugh. I was going to hope for some plants we could take back to sort of start our own base with some kind of fruit on them that we can actually grab. Sink. Well, let's go and see if there's anything useful. I'll bring you back if there is. And there were some other cosmetics like, for example, a fridge. But other than that, not much else to actually scan here. So I've scanned Marguerite herself, and I guess we're getting ready to leave. We're just going to basically take a couple of drinks of water. And let's see if we can head back outside to our Moonpool. Well, maybe she'll give some more dialogue now that we're leaving. Yeah. However, I need to head back to wherever my sea truck is. No. It's around here somewhere. There it is. Although we should probably I really want to explore this area, but I'm not quite sure if there's anything in here we can actually really get that's unique, although those look unique. What are those? Nothing we can get. Oh. Okay, fine. I'll keep on exploring. Otherwise, we'll head back to our sea truck, and then we've got a Moonpool we can make. And these are the sea monkey nests I was talking about that we got that scan from. So, ultra capacity tank fragment. Ah. Yep. So that's 2 out of 3 I need for that. The third one will no doubt be around this area, I would have thought, but having that available will be pretty good. Ooh, there's another one. What's in you? Go and take a look. Either the thermal upgrade or... there we go, thermal reactor module. It, yeah, so basically this is recharged by getting close to the hot stuff.
Blueprint acquired.
Cool. Is there anything else around here? Ooh, more stuff. And there is our ultra capacity tank. Cool, so we can explore a lot more on 1 tank of air. Alright, hopefully back to the base if she doesn't start some dialogue. She certainly didn't when I left the Moonpool, so yeah, we'll just head back and see if we can get something from all of this. And I came out a slightly different way. There's plenty of entrances in there, and other than these lily pad islands, see the lily pads on top. Again, this is sort of off the side of the island, etc. So you can go and explore these. And get in that way, just head straight down pretty much and find a way into the cave system. Not too bad, and easy enough to find. Apart from the things that keep on taking a bite out of my sea truck. And since we have the perimeter defense upgrade, I thought I'd actually take that. You can see it equipped to the bottom of the screen. I assume it works automatically, in which case I'm just going to keep on flying around. Well, sorry, swimming around. And, well, we'll see what happens when one of them takes a bite out of it. For now, they've decided not to. So, smart fish. Smart fish. And we're back at the base, and at this point you're probably going to want to think about building this Moonpool. Needs titanium ingots, some lubricant and some lead, which should not be too terrible. However, base integrity is down at 5, so I thought what we'd do is, just to really solve that, is add a little bit of reinforcement if we can. And that should let us map this hopefully somewhere, unless we've got something attached to these walls. Yeah, I kind of maybe want some kind of exit that way. So can we just add this to the sides of here? We can. That should add that to the whole base. So let's take a look at what the reinforcement says. So yeah, +7 to base hull strength, total now 13.3. Now the only problem with the Moonpool is that you sort of need to get to it from underneath, and you can see my base right now is quite low. So what I'm going to need to do is probably build another tier or another level on top of our entrance area. So I want a multi-purpose room, which is going to need some more titanium, easy enough to find. And then we can have an offshoot going in one direction or another that is the Moonpool, and maybe over this side, something like that. And we should have enough room to get underneath that then, with both the sea truck and the prawn suit. The prawn suit is, the Moonpool is where the prawn suit gets upgraded, basically. You need to actually have that to get that to work. Also, we're going to have our high-capacity tank, so why don't we just pop inside and see what that actually takes. I'm assuming it's going to be plasteel, but it's worthwhile checking. So, air tank upgrades. It needs oh no, it just needs lithium, and I picked up a whole bunch of that. So, hang on, does that say booster tank, or does that need high capacity O2 tank? Oh, so you got an option. You either have a boost or you have high capacity. I think I prefer high capacity. I almost never use the boost, so it's worthwhile actually making another air tank then. Can we actually do that? High capacity O2 tank. We need some fiber mesh, and I'm going to need some other bits and pieces. Some glass. This is going to be easy enough. Fiber mesh is going to be from the plants nearby, so I'll just go and grab that. And in fact, I planted some creepvine in here in our little aquarium, so I should be able to just get a sample, hopefully. Yeah, and just get a couple from you. And that saves me having to go anywhere, so that's handy having the creepvine there. You can obviously get the little bulbs from them as well, and that will be more than good enough. So let's just get that made into fiber mesh. There we go. I did say we're going to need a couple of glass as well, so I think I picked up some quartz. And let's make the rest into fiber mesh as well, just so it's not taking up room. And that's that. So personal, all I've got left to, well, I can make the titanium, the main O2 tank, and then what about the secondary one? That needs another piece of glass and a couple more pieces of titanium. Easy. I just need some more quartz. Do I have enough titanium in... Oh, I do have enough titanium. How about the quartz? That's diamond. Quartz. Yeah, I do have enough. It's nice when that happens. Doesn't happen often. So glass. Yes. There we go. And there's a high-capacity O2 tank. Okay, so we're currently in the booster tank. We're at 135 seconds of oxygen. And then if we have a look at this one, it won't change immediately because we've got our booster tank equipped, I imagine. Yeah, so we need to swap that out with you. Well, swap, please. And we'll see what that fills up to. Much more than 135. 225. So that's pretty good. I think that's worthwhile having the upgrade. And we can put this one away. We could keep it on us, I suppose, for an extra 90 seconds of oxygen, but yeah, 180 seconds. So yeah, it's double the size of the booster tank. Pretty cool. Happy with that. So I'm going to collect the ingredients now for our extension to the base, and I'll see you once that's ready. So it turns out my base was even too low for that, so I had to build a third layer, and what I actually may end up doing is moving the whole base up to, basically, and it's fine with the aquarium. We can build another level on top of that, and then moving the corridors up to that level as well, and then having these lower levels for just, you know, storage, basically, stuff I don't really need to interact with that often. Anyway, that gets us pretty much everything I need. I just need to go and grab some ingredients for underneath. You can see where the Moonpool will be. It's over the top of my entrance. Let's just make everything convenient. And let's take a look. So I'm going to need a couple of pieces of lead, that much is for certain, and I'm going to need some titanium ingots. So let's get a couple of those going. I think it needs 2. That's 1. And that's 2. There we go. Now that should be everything I need, I think. I've already got lubricant, which we found inside that other base from that Marguerite. So, construct. And there it is. You'll see it puts down pillars, so they're going to drop onto the floor, and we have a Moonpool available, which means the next thing you're going to want to do is go over to your Prawn Suit and go and dock it into your Moonpool. You can dock your sea truck as well. There's no problem with that. But the main thing we want this for is to be able to see what we need then to... there we go. We're going to be docked. And let's connect it to the rest of the base. And there we go. So I now... hopefully should be able to build or modify this thing. You'll see I get access to the, well, the upgrades. And the other side, do I get access to something else on the other side? No. Okay, fine. So we have that docked and available. I think we now need to have, there's like a modification station in here that only gets built in here, if I remember right. Let's take a look at stations. Is it in here, or do I need to go and get it from somewhere else? Wouldn't surprise me. And there's all my cosmetics that I'm not going to be building, or at least not anytime soon. Okay, vehicle upgrade console. There we go. Built in the Moonpool to upgrade docked vehicles. Titanium, computer chip, copper wire. Straightforward stuff. And ladders we're going to need to get down between floors because I don't really have any sort of ladders in here. So I need to... Can we build them from top down? Looks like we can. And that's probably the best place to put it. Assuming that I have enough to build 2 of them, which I do. There we go, and we're able to get down to our... whoops, I've gone... whoops. I need to actually climb down, not up. Down. Ooh, that's a little bit dodgy. Anyway, we're back down in our normal base area, and now I just need to go and figure out if I can go and grab some titanium, a computer chip, and copper wire. There we go. Finally, we have the vehicle upgrade console. It only goes in certain places from memory, so you have to go and find out where it's actually compatible. Usually on the side here, yeah, something like that. And if we do that, this should create an alcove, if I remember rightly, where you can stand in. I think. Yep, little alcove. And you can basically get to your upgrade console. So you can now give it a name up here. Prawn Suit, so grey suit, why not? And you can change its color as well to be all kinds of different colors. I'm going to leave it to be white. Then is quite good as far as that's concerned. Be able to spot it. And then we have the upgrade console itself, which is more important here, which we have the upgrades. So we have the thermal reactor, which we found, kyanite, which we don't have yet, polyaniline, which we don't have yet. So we're not doing that anytime soon. Doesn't stack. But the drill arm is far more important. So that only needs titanium, lithium, and diamond, which I may already have. So I need to get 1 titanium, 1 lithium, and 4 diamond, was it? We can just get down here to get to the base rather than going in ladders. So let me see if I've got that. I have most of it, I would have thought. Probably titanium is what I'm going to be short on. So diamond and lithium maybe somewhere? Or did I may have used that all for the tank. Yeah, I used it all for the tank, didn't I? I have most of the diamond, however, so I need to go and do a bit more collection. But you get the idea. That will get us the drilling arm, which we'll come to next episode, because I've probably already run over time, so I want to keep this to around about half an hour. May have run over today because we need to get quite a lot of stuff done. So the Prawn Suit is done, the Moonpool is done, the upgrade console is done as well, and we're going to get to the drilling arm pretty soon. However, what we're also going to need at some point, I think, is the arm that has like the Spider-Man like tether. I can never remember what it's actually called, but we want that as well to be able to pull ourselves upwards, because all of the jump jets are great. If you get into a deep enough area, then you get into trouble, and having the Spider-Man arm is probably the best option available, along with the drill arm. At least it was in the first game. So if you've got any questions, any comments about probably some upgrades that you can get for the Prawn Suit, and indeed we'll be able to do the same thing here. In fact, let me just do that now. I'm just going to get in here, demonstrate you can also get in here with a sea truck. Yeah, so let's just get you out of the way for a second. And let's get our sea truck in here, and let's see if there's anything we can craft for that, just while I close out. So, as before, if you're not already a subscriber, you're welcome to click on the bell to get notifications. There we go. And, of course, if you like the episode, give it a like. I think I've covered quite a lot in today's episode. I think it's worth a like. Of course, if you do like exploration games, well, we've got X3 and X4 being played through on the channel as well. And you're welcome to those. Seamoth upgrade. So here we are. So there's the perimeter defense module. I've already got that in there. Depth upgrade Mark III. So it actually needs nickel. I don't think I have nickel. Do I? Do I have any nickel? If not, we'll need to go exploring to find it. And that will then basically get our Seamoth to, well, the equivalent to the Seamoth sea truck to go much deeper. So yeah. Lots of stuff to do. Nickel, do I have any? It would be nice to have a search interface for all my lockers, just to be clear, but I don't think I have it yet. Does not look like it, no. So we're going to need to go and get that fairly soon. As always, guys, thanks for watching.